Hi everyone, Steve the Hurricane here, and on today's episode of A Drink with the Hurricane, we are going to talk about the 3 things you have to do to make 2017 your best year yet. Cheers! This is A Drink with the Hurricane, the home care sales and marketing talk show that discusses all things growing your home care business. Alright, so I'm over here at the marker board. It means I'm going to give you some extra tips over here, okay? We have to do 3 things if we want to have an amazing year. And before I even get into this is airing on Sunday, January 1st, 2017. So Happy New Year to you folks. God bless each and every one of you and what you're doing, because you are making a difference helping our seniors to age in place with dignity and grace. Give yourselves a round of applause. All right. Now that we got that out of the way, here's the 3 things we have to do. Number 1, we have to make a plan. Everything, I talked about this right before Christmas, everything comes back to having a plan. It's like if I want to drive to California. Well, I live in New Jersey. Driving to California, if I figure it out, I'm sure I could get there on my own, but it'll take me a heck of a lot longer than if I had a map or I had an actual address in California and I punched it into my phone or my navigation system and it brought me directly there. That's going to be much faster than trying to figure out how to get there on the fly. So you got to make a plan that's going to show you to where you want to go. And you could just sit down. It could be a revenue goal. So you could be revenue where you're going to talk about, I want to have a $2 million business this year. We did 1.3 last year. How are we going to get to $2 million? It could be a census goal, right? Where you're talking about, we're currently providing services for 50 clients. We want to have 75 clients on our census by the end of this year. It could be weekly billable hours. Goal, whatever it is, you got to have a goal. Start with the goal in mind and then work backwards. Okay, well, in 2016, we did this. I want to be here in 2017. What do we do in 2016? And then what can we do differently in 2017 to make up the difference in the gap? So that's how you make a plan. That's the first part of it. Now, the second thing you got to do is you got to execute. Execute the plan, okay? That's super important because now that you have the plan, it's like, I want to get to California. Well, the first thing I got to do is I got to make the map and get there, right? Second part of getting there is I got to actually physically drive there. Like I got to get in my car. I got to have money so I can buy gas and pay for tolls and get food and hotel along the way and plan out what am I going to do. And every time I stop is going to be a time for me to rest and reflect on where I just went and what I did while I'm on the way. Do I want to make it a scenic tour, whatever? Either way is going to be the execution of it. Now, will there be an occasional detour? Yeah, the road might not be finished, or they're doing some construction, and I got to go an alternate route. There could be an accident along the way, and I got to detour the course. But I'm still going to try and get there as close to the end of the year as I can, going back to that original plan. So everything comes from the plan, but I got to execute. I got to hold myself accountable, right? Accountability is the most important part of it because we end up getting complacent. I know this. I know those detours. What am I talking about? When, oh no, Steve, my scheduler, she resigned today. My recruiter quit. Or so-and-so, got in trouble with the law and got arrested. These are the crazy stories that I hear from people all the time, right? Those are those little detours that are along the way. But if you have a plan and you hold yourself accountable to following that plan, even when those little hiccups, those little speed bumps happen, you will be able to get through it because you got the plan. Your focus is on step 1 in the process. And finally, the last thing you got to do, training. You have got to train yourself. You have got to train your staff. The only way you're going to get explosive growth, and think about what I just said here, all right? I said, your business is doing $1.2, $1.3 million. You want to do $2 million this year. That is explosive growth. You're talking about growing your business like 65, 70% more than what you did. How on earth are you going to be able to do that in 1 year without getting some kind of training to help you to fill in the gaps in your plan here? What am I currently doing? And if I do what I'm currently doing, I know I'll do another 1.2 million, 1.3 million. But how do I get to that 2 million mark? How do I go from 2 million to 2.5? How do I go to 2.5 to 3.2? How do I do all of this? That's why we invest in training. I'll tell you myself, as a professional speaker, I invest in training. I invested in going to events. I invest in coaching. I joined a mastermind group. Over the last 2 years, I spent nearly $100,000 on training and consulting for my business. I now am the proud owner of a 7-figure speaking business where I train people all across the country and starting internationally now. So it was a worthwhile investment. I didn't know, I knew how to train people, but I didn't know how to run an organization this size doing what I do. I invested in training and now I get my ROI, my return on my investment. And it's totally worth it. $100,000, 7-figure business just makes sense. Same thing for you. You have an opportunity right now. The Hurricane Marketing Bootcamp is 5 weeks, 5 weeks from now. And you have an opportunity to get the training to give you the jumpstart to make 2017 your best year yet. So if you have never been to a Hurricane Marketing Bootcamp, this is the Referral Masters Bootcamp, which means everything that you need to generate the referrals to increase your revenue, increase your census, increase your hours, increase your profits, and grow your business and make sure that 2017 is your best year yet. Sign up and register now, and I will see you in H-Town next month, baby. Have a good one, because I'm going to give you everything you need to blow away the competition.
Hi, folks. I'm Steve the Hurricane. I just spent 3 days